Interessant, hä?
Dafür kann ich dich anzeigen,
Für was?
dass du das gelesen hast.
Habe ich nicht. Ich raus zurück.
Wir gehen hinunter.
The protagonist, Simon, lives an ordinary life as a painter creating artwork. And by his side is always his lovely girlfriend, Poppy. She, who organizes exhibitions, is planning to hold a small exhibition for Simon. One day, to celebrate his father's birthday, Simon visits his parents' home with Fabian for the first time in a year. Seeing his father healthy after a long time, Simon feels secretly relieved. Seeing his father with his secretary, his mother hurriedly leaves. A little later, his mother suddenly collapses and falls down. A few days later, his mother visits Simon. Still not yet. She tells Simon that his father has been having an affair with Pizio. She informs her son about the fact that his father is cheating. Still loving her husband, she plans to go on a trip to try to repair their relationship and ask Simon to take care of his father's work while she is away. Reluctantly, Simon decides to follow his mother's wishes, and his parents go on the trip together. He is about to leave. At his mother's request, Simon arrives at the office while his father is away. To meet his father's book publication schedule, Simon begins using a translator in the office. Finally, he encounters his father's secretary. This is how life unfolds. He finally comes face to face with his father's secretary. This is life. Simon sees the girl getting very angry at her father who left on a trip. He witnesses her intense frustration with the situation. Simon tells her to sort out her relationship with her father, but Sonia tells him not to interfere in her life and instead gets annoyed. Her father is also upset with the sulking girl. She asks her son to do something inappropriate, saying to comfort her, but Simon ignores her and quietly focuses on his work. However, due to work, he has no choice but to communicate with his father's secretary, a girl, Simon. In the meantime, he is troubled because of his father. He sees the girl. It's pitiful. Just as he was about to comfort her, With a single kiss, Simon begins to feel a strange, inexplicable emotion towards the girl. He starts to realize it. Gathering his emotions, Simon tells his mother that he can no longer help with his father's work. Although I contacted him at my mother's earnest request, I had no choice but to agree to work a few more days. That's what I decided. The next day, when I saw the girl, my heart began to race. While the girl was momentarily away, her father learned that he had ordered beautiful flowers to comfort the girl. Simon, feeling an inexplicable jealousy, Simon throws the flowers his father sent into the backyard and discards them. Anything. The next day, the girl finds out the truth that Simon threw away the flowers, but while Simon is focused on his father's work, it's not his girlfriend, Pop, but another man getting close to her that makes Simon feel uncomfortable and uneasy. She even tries to give that man access to Simon's exhibition space, as if it's nothing special. But she insists they're just friends, and that it's no big deal, ignoring Simon's feelings, not understanding how he feels. Simon tries to focus solely on his work without any distractions, but the computer he's working on gets a virus. Nothing is going right for Simon. In the midst of all this, when he catches sight of the girl, his heart starts to race. Despite the situation, he can't help but feel this way. Suddenly, Sonia shows a provocative side. Simon doesn't push her away. He doesn't. In the end, they cross a line they shouldn't. They do. Why does the girl, who is his father's lover, show such an obsession with Simon? What could be the reason? That night, Simon is with his girlfriend, Fabian, going to find her. Simon becomes increasingly neglectful towards her and honestly confesses what happened with the girl. Simon, leaving his girlfriend behind, goes to the girl's house that night. Why does his heart burst? For her, who is older and not even that pretty. It seems like Simon is overwhelmed by emotions he can't control. Simon finds himself filled with feelings he can't manage. Simon spends another passionate moment with her. Simon has another intense time with her. A few days later, his father returns from the trip. He is taken aback to see Simon at her house. He is surprised to find Simon at her place. He feels lost about what to do next. Simon. Father is about to leave the house because of the girl. Mother learns everything that has happened. She finds out what has been going on. She really can't understand her husband and son's behavior, but in order to keep the family together, once again she tries to hold everything in her heart, forgiving them. I will do it. Simon, regretful of everything that happened, writhes in pain and eventually loses consciousness. Simon regains consciousness in the hospital. His father tells him that he has forgiven everything and plans to get along well with the girl again. He shares this with his son, saying, "The mask." Simon finds out that the girl assaulted him as revenge for her father, going on a trip with his wife without her. He learns that she tried to use him to provoke her father's jealousy. Simon realizes this. 1 year later, the book her father needed is nowhere to be found. Let me tell you. The girl became pregnant with her father's child, and you see her still staying by his side like that. That girl gives birth to her father's child. And the mother decides to accept the girl as her father's concubine and live with it. A chaos enclosed within the walls of family itself. And the film ends by reflecting that reality.